Welcome into WagerTalk TV. I am Drew Martin, joined by Tony Mejia and Brian Leonard of WagerTalk.com. And we're talking an SEC battle kicking us off on Saturday. We got Tennessee, the Volunteers, traveling on the road to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and taking on LSU here. Tony, coming to you first, seeing 63.5 as the total. -3, that's Tennessee is the short road favorite. Actually, some -2.5s out there if you check out the WagerTalk Live Odds screen. Tony, what are you thinking here? Tennessee, LSU, Saturday kickoff.
Well, I think it's a missed opportunity for LSU not to have this game at night, just because you know how rowdy they get in Death Valley, and to be drinking all day as opposed to a noon kickoff. I think that's going to affect the atmosphere, and I think LSU needs its fan base for this one. I mean, LSU has a streak running against Tennessee, and they don't play very often, but they've dominated the series of late. And I'm worried about LSU continuing that streak because I think Tennessee is the much better team here. They've clearly got everything clicking at this point. 45 touchdowns against just 2 interceptions for Hendon Hooker since he became the Tennessee Vol starting quarterback. He clearly loves Josh Heupel's system, loves the up-tempo, manages it wonderfully, calls his own number when he needs to, distributes the football exquisitely. So he's been tremendous. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate, in my opinion, and this is just another opportunity against a pretty good defense to shine. And the same can't be said for LSU because they beat Auburn, which is not a good football team this season, but they trailed early. Jaden Daniels has looked really rough as the quarterback, went 8 for 20 for just 80 yards. And let me give you my one big stat here against the quote unquote good teams on the LSU schedule this season, that being not Southern and not New Mexico. These are the yards per attempt for Mr. Daniels, the ASU transfer. 4 yards per attempt against Auburn, 5.7 against Mississippi State in their most impressive win, and 6.1 in the loss to Florida State, which you could discredit at the beginning of the season because he's checking down and he's trying to establish a rapport with his receivers. That's not the case anymore. We're a month in. He's still struggling. I like LSU to get. I like Tennessee to get the job done here, and don't mind laying the points.
All right, Brian, coming to you next. I guess to Tony's point, it's not a night game. I don't know if the fans are going to be hydrated enough here for the kickoff. Do you think that's going to affect the team on the field? What are your thoughts here, Tennessee and LSU?
That's been my complaint about LSU football the last few years. Years ago, it seemed like all their big games were played at night. And I've been to New Orleans. I mean, it's a great party town. Love the city. Great food. I don't understand why they schedule these games during the day. So that's a definite hindrance to LSU here. Volunteers are perfect 4-0 this season, but take a look at the teams they played. They're all having down years, I guess, except for Akron, my alma mater, who has a down year every year. So it's what we expect out of Akron. They're playing up to their level. But Volunteers have yet to throw an interception through 4 games. 11-0 touchdown to interception ratio for Hooker. He's got a tremendous touchdown interception record in his career. They're a perfect 22 of 22 in red zone success, and that's what you want. You want teams that are able to turn red zone opportunities into touchdowns. They've been great at that. Each of the teams have been a little bit fortunate with turnovers at +5 for both. Both teams have got really solid offensive success rates overall, standard downs. But something that kind of concerns me in both teams is on defense against explosive opportunities, explosive plays. Neither team is doing well defending explosive plays. I'm with Tony on this. As long as it stays under 3, I like the Tennessee part, but I also like the over. So maybe I'll end up with the Tennessee points over, and that'll cover both of them. But that's the side I'm looking here. And LSU is a team that I still don't know what we're going to get out of them. Tennessee's had an easy schedule, but I've really been impressed by the way they played this year.
Should be a good one kicking us off in SEC Conference, Tennessee and LSU. Guys, check out Brian Leonard and Tony Mejia at WagerTalk.com. Thanks for tuning into the preview. Also, we were talking about -2.5, -3. The place to get the live odds is the best free live odds in the industry. That's WagerTalk Live Odds screen. Check it out, WagerTalk.com.